All right, folks, we're back on the Mana Symbol channel. That's right, we're back on the Mana Symbol channel. So we are going to play some of these OTJ cards. The set came out just in time for me to be home from cruise life, and we are going to play some new decks with some new cards. So today's card of note that we're brewing with around here is Simulacrum Synthesizer. So this is the new hotness for the modern format for a few different kind of affinity style shells, and there's a blue-white deck in Pioneer that plays Metalwork Colossus alongside this guy. We're trying blue-red today, so this is blue, 2 and blue for a artifact, enters the battlefield, scry 2. Whenever another artifact with mana value 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this, creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control, a construct, as it were. So the idea here is to team this up with Skitterbeam Battalion. So this is one of the prototype creatures from Brothers War. 4/4 trample haste for 9 mana. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, create 2 tokens that are copies of it. But it also has the prototype cost for 3 red. So if you play 3 red, you get a 2/2 trample haste with 2 other 2/2 trample hastes. But each one is an exact copy of this card. It's a 2/2 trample haste, but with mana cost 3 red. So converted mana cost of 5, or mana cost of 5, whatever that thing's called now. So this will trigger Simulacrum Synthesizer on every single one of the copies here. So we've got that in kind of a blue-red artifact-y shell with Moonsnare Prototypes. We've got Renowned Weaponsmith. This taps for 2. Spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activate abilities of artifacts. So just generally good with a lot of stuff we're doing, kind of Enigma Jewel-esque. We got some Moonsnare Prototypes. Staunch Crewmate doesn't see a lot of play, but this is 1 and a blue for a 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact or pirate and put it in your hand. So that includes other Staunch Crewmates, but also Simulacrum Synthesizers and many of the artifacts that are in the deck. We've got Enthusiastic Mechanaut here, blue-red for a 2/2 flying. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less. But this is an artifact, so it adds to our artifact total. And then some removal and some counter magic in the form of Metallic Rebuke and Torch the Tower. We've got some extra value in Cryptic Coat, a Celestus, some Mightstone and Weakstones. I don't think there's too much more to say about this. I have no idea if my sideboard's any good. We're going to go find out in the Pioneer queues. So, folks, let me know, what are you thinking about? What are you talking about? What are you seeing out there in Magic Land right now? Alrighty, Gorgonal is our opponent. We got a Staunch Crewmate on 2. We got a Mightstone, Weakstone, Metallic Rebuke. Yeah, let's do the thing with this thing. Is this good? I don't know. Let's find out. Actually, Cute Bunny, yes, I am a mana symbol. How are you doing? I've seen you in some of the other chats. I don't know if you noticed me chatting. I've been back for a couple days. I've been hanging out in some chats, and I did stream yesterday for just a little while. If you're interested, I have the recordings from that recording project that I did last summer in Nebraska, so we can listen to that at some point. It's not going to be officially released in any way for a while, but I have some of the rough mixes, which is really cool. Thoughtseize. My Staunch Crewmate, no. I also have a bunch of recordings that the band I was on contract just now that we made of that band, so people can hear what Big Daddy, that was the name of the band, Big Daddy sounded like if they want. Another Thoughtseize. Well, that's just obnoxious, isn't it? Goodbye, Metallic Rebuke. If they take the Mightstone and Weakstone, I'm gonna be like, okay, you got it. They have to take Metallic Rebuke because there's no way they don't have like a Fable or a Soaring or something in their hand, right? Yeah, they take a Metallic Rebuke. Took a while to decide to do it, but they did it. Oh boy. Well, I've got a plan. My plan is on turn 5, cast Mightstone and Weakstone, and after that, my plan is to win. Yeah. Well, I don't. Oh no. Have we been twinned? No twinning. Okay. Whew. Oh yeah. We're doing it, Mr. Krabs. We're doing it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Opponent is doing a whole lot of nothing. I guess. Draw 2. I have no idea. Actually, Cute Bunny. No idea. I could not begin to fathom why they kept this hand. I mean, at any point, if they do draw a Vein Ripper, it's just like in play, which is, I guess, pretty good. Like they drew a card this turn. They drew a second card off Dusk Legion's Zealot. So, I get, yeah, okay. I'm just 1 mana short of just like playing the giant Skitterbeam Battalion. So I'm probably gonna do that. Let's play the Mechanaut here. I can Moonsnare Prototype. I guess the Soaring after they draw with Fable, or I could hit the Shaman token. I think, well, no, because if I try to hit the Soaring after they draw with the Fable, then they could just have the Vein. But they could just cast Vein Ripper at this point, so it really doesn't really help me. Probably I just hang out, and then if they have a Vein Ripper, I just sack my Enthusiastic Mechanaut and use the Moonsnare Prototype to put it away. It'll come back next turn, but like I don't think I can do anything else. Discards Thoughtseize. No, discards just a Bitter Triumph, so they like all the other cards in their hand. Okay. Blood Tithe Harvester. Sure. Yeah, it's a really... I have played some Pioneer, and this is a really... This is quite the hand from the Vampires deck. Okay, so right now, if I Moonsnare Prototype to put the Sorin into their deck, if they put it on top, they draw it, and they cannot cast it. Oh, no, they can, because they've got the Goblin Shaman. I think I let them just do this because when I play the Skitterbeam Battalion next turn, I can just kill their Sorin. Which deck did you build, actually, a Cute Bunny? Okay. So I think I'm supposed to put their Fable on top. Put the Fable on top and just crack in for 12. And then and I say on top. They'll let it go to the bottom. And kind of solves things from my perspective. Because I really don't think I need to worry about the Soaring. Okay. Hello. Brap. I mean, I can just guaranteed kill their Soaring, and then they have one draw to kind of get out of this. They have a lot of live draws. And Soaring gains them life every turn. So, let's take him down. He's also growing their creatures and stuff, so it's... Oh, they did put the Fable on top. That's funny. I think that's wrong, but whatever. Because it doesn't largely matter. They're trying to race me. I mean, I guess that's fair. So how much can I afford to attack for here? If I leave one blocker, I block a 3-power creature and die. I have the Moonsnare Prototype, so the only thing that I have to worry about is a Vein Ripper. They have one draw and one discard on Fable. If I attack with 2 Skitterbeams, theoretically it puts them to 10. They attack with everything. I block the 2 3-power creatures I take. Okay, so that's probably the way to go. I don't think I have a reason to hold this Steam Vents, but then again, I don't really think I need to play it for any reason, so it's just, I don't know, the intimidation factor. They discard Blood Crypt to draw 1. Cool. That's very good. Let's get a good draw here, please. One good draw, please. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take that. Get in there, baby. Celestus? That's hot. But I can't turn it up, right? If it's a creature card. Okay, so I can't. Okay. I could make this a more profitable trade for me. But I have them dead on board anyway, right? 4, 5. So they're going to 6. Yeah, they're very dead on board. Okay, cool. So I don't know what is that one card in their hand? All right. They died. I don't know what happened there. Their deck did a lot of nothing and died, but that's fine. Tears of Valakut and Bankbusters, I guess. Um, just do it like that, I guess. Yeah. Oh, now we're talking. Of course, I'm gonna get Thoughtseize, but that Before I get Thoughtseize, this hand is great. Perfect. So I have no out if they just go Soaring into Bane Ripper now, unless I rip off the top Tears of Valakut. Lucy. Okay. Sure. So probably best to just get this in play, with the downside being that I don't know, maybe just play Den of the Bugbear and kill this Liliana now. And then next turn play the Synthesizer, get my Scries, and then next turn Skitterbeam, and that should be the game, assuming that nothing gets Thoughtseized. The Liliana doesn't actually stop me from doing any of these things, so obviously the more mana efficient play is just to play the Synthesizer now and get into play, and I get my Scries. I'm not worried about this Liliana for now. I'm clearly going to regret that in a moment. Okay, never mind. Hey, how's it going, Blitzer? I hope this world is treating you the very best right now, my friend. Ah, it's fine. There's a Synthesizer on top. It's fine. MTG streams and work. What could be better? Sex donut. I don't know what it means, but I said it. They took my Torch the Tower. Oh, I see. Because now... Uh-huh. Yeah, well... I have only myself to blame, I suppose. Yeah. Well, That means next... Well, I'm going to get to Scry, which means I could probably set up a land on top, which means unless they have a discard spell, I should be okay here. So that's an untapped land. Best possible untapped land. I have double red. All right. As long as I don't get Thoughtseize or Duress here, it's like, holy shit. What's about to happen? God damn. That's not fair. Jesus Christ. Okay. They just had the perfect there, it feels like, so I'm not going to feel bad about that. It is a little bit my fault for sequencing in a way that left this Liliana alive, but... All right. Well... I'm now in a position where if I ever top deck... if I top deck a Skitterbeam Battalion, probably I win the game. Okay. I mean, there's a lot of live draws in this deck. Like a Mightstone, Weakstone is great. Cryptic Coat is insane. So it's just down to top decks now. Unfortunately, they're drawing 2 cards per turn. And now the problem is if they have a removal spell, if I attack with my Den of the Bugbear, I don't have enough mana for my 5 drops. Never mind, I drew a land, which is not what I wanted to draw, but no. Okay. And they don't have a removal spell because if they did, they would have killed that before it triggered. Oh, I needed to play that. It's okay. All the 5 drops I can draw are worth... Yeah. It's actually kind of worth holding on to this, I guess, because they might, like, Thoughtseize me or Duress me, because I have a card in hand. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me the good stuff. Could be good. Give me a Cryptic Coat. Give me that Cryptic Coat. Come on. So close. Uh. I mean, I'm tempted to take the second Staunch Crewmate and just kind of chain them this turn and see where I go, rather than making myself vulnerable to discard, but I don't know. Okay, let's go Skitterbeam to hand, and I'm going to hold the Spirebluff Canal in case they Liliana. Like, I'm definitely mostly screwed here, but, like, I mean, if they whiff and then I Skitterbeam, there's a chance. I'm saying there's a chance, because I would get 6 Constructs. So as long as they don't have something evasive, which at the moment they don't, then I just kind of kill them the turn after. And the 6 Constructs each are like 30/30s, which is just really something. Night moves. Please no Duress, no Thoughtseize. Please no Duress, no Thoughtseize. Please no Duress, no Thoughtseize. Oh, I guess Duress can't take this. And that duress they had earlier was even luckier than I. Oh no. Please no. No, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, but I'm dead to the bolt. Yeah, they can sack the Mutavault. Yeah. Well, let's do the thing. I mean, I know that's not how you spell picks. Okay, cool. Oh my god, I could have attacked the Soaring down. All right, so might be a win on paper. If they have a second Soaring, it didn't matter. Yeah. Hey, Gabby. What up? How's the Pioneer meta doing? It's all right. I'm gonna try more Scorching Shots in and less Counter Magic. The Counter Magic is good, but it, like, they do have the ability to just dump stuff into play and then it's too late. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm just gonna keep any keepable 7 and just pray that I really should have won that game. I can't believe, like, not that I should have won, but it's very likely I win that game if I made the correct attack and kill the Sora in there. I just forgot that that was an option that could just attack it down. Yeah, I mean, we made truly an obscene amount of power and toughness. There was 6 13-13s. Yeah, so it's like 72 power? No, 78? I don't know. Someone math. I know there's a bot, a command that has MTG bot do math. I'll be right back. My opponent apparently disconnected. Haven't come back yet. So we'll see where this is going. Boat guy! I'm back from my boat. Well, I guess I would like to play first. All right. Opponent mulls to 6. Okay, so they're back. Cool. They keep their 6. I would like to draw a Buster. I would like to draw any of my 2-drops. Hey, it's one of my 2-drops. It's a 2-drop that lets me go Skitterbeaming next turn. That'll be really fun if that lives. I don't think that it will, but boy, would it be cool if it did. There's a good chance they mulligan to a hand that has like a duress and like a like a threat. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I don't think there's any question of what to do here. And the only potential downside is if they Liliana my Renowned Weaponsmith. Suddenly I end up really behind. Maybe I should just dump into play like all the tramply little skittery beams. And then just assume that I'm going to scry into better things. Yeah. This kind of sucks. Like, this feels sucky, but I think this is the right play in the matchup. Because, like, I have the out for Vein Ripper. Now I have the out for Liliana. I mean, I say out for. Yeah, I'm, like, insulated. And I can just Sokenzan and just, like, dump, like, even more power into play. Like, that doesn't scare me at all. Let's go Staunch Crewmate. I can grab another Simulacrum Synthesizer or the Mightstone Weakstone. I think the Mightstone Weakstone just keeps things rolling for me. Shauna, how are you doing? Guiding the raid to Amaranth, huh? Some things never change. How do we do versus Amalia? I don't know. My first league, first match. So I don't really feel like I can answer that with any confidence. I have sideboard cards for it, obviously, but I cannot confirm or deny the validity of any of that sideboard. Yeah, I'm gonna just assume we win 100% of the time. That's what I'm going to assume. We will win against Amalia 100% of the time, and there's no argument nor any logic that I need to hear on the matter. Yeah, thank you. Empress Scarlemagne, are you the? I know you. I know you. I know this person. I know this human. Pretty sure I know this human. I do, right? I think you're the person I think you are. I know I can see previous names somewhere, but okay, that's what I thought. Okay, well, I have a Staunch Crewmate on top. Of course, if it finds me a 5-drop, I can't cast that, but let's see what we get. That's unfortunate. I will tell you, I'm back, Shauna. I'm back. All right, what do they discard here? Soaring and Urborg. Okay. 2 cards left. Do I get twinned with the last 2 cards in their hand? No, thank God. No. Okay. Whew. I heard about the Mord stream, but I missed it, and his channel doesn't store streams. Like, I assume it's because he's too small of a channel. Which I... Okay, so it's gonna take... Oh, okay. So essentially next turn, I win. I don't need to attack right now. They're going to be able to like start making reflection copies next turn, but all tapped. So the only concern is if they draw Vein Ripper, but not really because they don't have enough loyalty or enough mana to play it. So I think we're just kind of locked into a win next turn. 5, 6, 7. Okay, I can't full cost the Skitterbeam next turn, but would you want Glint Nest Crane in this deck? I mean, not in this version of this deck. There's a conceivable version of this deck that would play that card. Also, maybe I should have kept that Torch the Tower on top, right? And I could have drawn it and then killed the Reflection. Yeah. And then just drawn the Skitterbeam next turn. Sorry, I got all excited about the Skitterbeam. I think we're fine. Oh, they're just doing this. That's fine. And this just gives them a token, right? Yeah. Do I take 2? Yeah. Okay. I'll take 2, opponent. I mean, I guess. May sacrifice a vampire. Okay. Sack the token? They bolt, what, my face? Okay, that makes sense. Now, I want to draw the card off of Reckoner Bankbuster, but... So they pass priority here. If I draw this last card, and the last card in their hand is Thoughtseize or Liliana, that's messed up. So... As silly as it is to just waste this mana, I think it's the play. Piracy Charm. Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I hope you have children with beautiful, beautiful legs and they have them taken away from them. Don't you wish that evil on me. Don't you wish that evil on me. And here we go. They're not, Shauna. I'm just listening to a sick Spotify playlist. This is a recommended playlist to me from Spotify based on the fact that I was listening to a bunch of the Grand Theft Auto soundtracks. So it's just called Grand Theft Auto Radio. So I'm assuming if you look on Spotify for Grand Theft Auto Radio, you'll find exactly that. Robots. Robots. Oh, I should have crewed my bank buster. Doesn't matter. Here we go. So Preacher blocks my Construct token, my 14/14. Oh, opponent says GG, can't do much about this. Yeah. So we were getting in for like only like 4, but then next turn, I mean, yeah, it's not gonna let me. Cheers. We're on the board, baby. Wish Bitter Reunion was an artifact. Yeah. I mean, we could play something like the Haste Boots. The new one. Yeah, the problem with that card is that it doesn't trigger this guy. Not that that's a requirement. But, it just, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. Moonsnare Prototype has definitely not seemed great. Grandmas used to wear Frankie Says Relax shirts just to stay on musical topic. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but I like the sound of it. Big question is when you playing proper formats. Well, yesterday I played Modern. I played some Prisontron. Okay. Look at all my beautiful cards. I did stream yesterday. Well, it's not like I meant to keep you out of it, buddy. So I can almost play Mechanaut into Synthesizer, but not quite. Opponent says, that's not a Phoenix. I said, not at all. So Torch the Tower on top, Riverglide on the bottom. Okay. Frankie Says Relaxed was a huge 80s motto based on Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Interesting. So I got a shock here. And I need another red source next turn if I want to play Skitterbeam with Torch backup. Mechanaut absolutely seems like the worst card in this list. It's really bad. Okay, so this screams Chord of Calling, although I don't know why they shocked to have Chord of Calling. Oh, no. Convoke you can pay for the green pips with green creatures. Okay. I want an untapped red land right now. Right now. I mean, I'll take it. They can chord for Apparition if you start casting Biggins. I guess so? But they don't need to care, right? They're supposed to just like combo, and that wipes the board anyway. So like I just don't think that it matters, right? Ah. Whatever happens, I believe. Me too. Upkeep cord. Yep. Okay. So exile the Amalia. If they have a second Amalia, we're kind of okay, right? Because then I just go like crazy Skitterbeam nonsense. Okay, they don't have a second Amalia. So I just cast Skitterbeam here, and if I untap after that point, it's over. Like, there's no... Okay. You can request input on anything you like, Shauna. Or border, old border shocklands, old border everything all the time. Even if the art is bad. Old border everything all the time is the answer. Smash! I'm just talking about my preference, Bunny. Oh, got him. All right. So we've got Scorching Shot, Rending Volley, Hearse? I have not seen your mono red modern painter deck. I saw that Mord was playing a modern mono red deck with what's his face? Uh crime novelist. It's a sweet looking deck there, Bunny. I mean, I'm just all about the old frame Narset, so I can't, like, it's just who I am. Like I was around when we had the old frame. I love the old frame, and I still am not a big fan of the switch to the new frame, and that's just what it is. Yeah, old frame Narset is gorgeous, but so expensive. Jesus, it was one of those things where I saw the that secret lair come out, and I was like, I should get 4 copies of this secret lair, and I didn't, and I regretted it. No, and I respect that opinion, Bunny. I don't agree with it, but I respect it. I just think there's good people on both sides of this debate. That's what I'm saying. I just think there's good people on both sides. What makes a man turn neutral? They disgust me with their neutrality. If we don't live through this, tell my wife I say hello. Renowned Weaponsmith. So if they combo now, I mean, I'm pretty dead. But I think the place for white border, this is my personal opinion on white border. I think white border is all about wanting to tilt your opponent. So if you want to have the tilty deck, like if you want to be a person where people play against you and they're like, ugh. Yeah, like exactly. Well, no, I think it's great in Tron just to make people more aggravated with you because people already don't like Tron, and so you just gotta stick it to them. Just be like, yeah, you didn't like Tron before. How do you feel about it now? Now that it's white border. All right, this is interesting. I assume that they have a protection spell here. And I do have 2 pieces of removal, but there's no way I can play any combination of 2 pieces of removal here. So I guess I just play Mightstone and Weakstone and just hope for the best. Or because it's possible that in order to get the Wild Growth Walker down, they need to tap out. Like if they have to cord, or if they play a land and they have to collect a company, then maybe I have a window to snipe the Amalia because they're tapped out. In which case, I will play Lava Glide. I will play Moonsnare Prototype. No, I can't play Moonsnare Prototype and have the Rending Volley. Huh. Does everyone love playing against combo decks? I know I do, but um okay, I think this is the best play. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose so, Shauna. It's just I definitely get the feeling of people who like never want to play against Splinter Twin again and don't like playing against creativity. Like I get it. That's why I like playing this kind of decks for what it's worth. I mean, if they have it, I'm dead, and if they don't, show me. I don't. Yeah, I don't know why they bothered with that, but okay. And the Prosperous Innkeeper does the thing, right? Yeah, yeah. Game 3. Okay. Our Tainted Remedies. Yeah, that would be the move, wouldn't it? Okay. I mean, like I essentially have Mana Leak. Like I could have been totally fine, but I just haven't drawn Metallic Rebuke in any of these games. Oh boy. I mean, I think Snapcaster should eventually be in Pioneer. Um, and I wouldn't be terribly surprised if Cryptic Command came here too. They're cards that people like to play that aren't like actually obnoxiously powerful or anything silly, and they just would be fine. So I can't imagine. I could imagine both those cards. Yeah, Pioneer Masters when? Well, I think there's a lot of people who are really against that idea, so that's fine. They took one of my Simulacrum synthesizers. No. Yeah, I mean Bolt is definitely too much for Pioneer at the moment. Um but I mean but I can imagine it being there in the future. I mean, the thing is, like, you can dread for things all you want that are coming, but the fact of the matter is, they're coming, and like, I don't feel like hiding my head in the sand. So, Modern Horizons 3 is going to be a very fun train wreck. Like, so strap yourself in and let's go. So next turn I go Darksteel Citadel, Skitterbeam, and then the turn after I probably win unless they combo me. So now it's just down to, do they have it? Yeah, I love Modern Horizons set, and I've generally speaking I like what they've done to the formats. So did I see the leaks yet? The flip planeswalkers? Yeah, I did. Okay, so they have the Wild Growth Walker, so as long as they have a single way to trigger life gain, they combo. So they have a lifelink creature. Uh but that combos at the end of combat. I see. I see. Yeah, every set's a need age set. Woo! That sucks. Yeah, I mean, OTJ is insane. And sorry, if I correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't planeswalking supposed to be broken? I thought planeswalking was broken. I thought all the planeswalkers were turned into people, and therefore no one would be able to transition between planes anymore. But I guess everything's all fucked up, and people can just transition between planes now somehow. Where previously it was literally only planeswalkers, and WotC was very hardline about it. They were like, no. Omen paths let people go where they want. Okay. The Phyrexians planewalk, but the only way they managed to do it was by chipping a planeswalker. That was the reality chip, and it was a very complicated, like there was a whole complicated thing that went into them. Yeah, there you go. Like I don't remember all the things that went into it, but it was super complicated. Like that's why the Weatherlight couldn't travel through planes anymore. Like it broke when they did that, like the mending, and all the planeswalkers rebooted. And I guess we have another reboot where now people can planeswalk, which I'm down for. I like it. Okay, so they gave their bat indestructible. Oh, they're going off. Never mind. Okay, we're dead. Okay. I mean, they just had the combo there. There's nothing you can do at a certain point. I had some amount of sideboard cards. We just literally never drew a Metallic Rebuke, and that was certainly a problem. No, it's just funny, Shauna, where they were like super hardlined about like nobody except planeswalkers is allowed to travel between planes because we want planeswalkers to be special for that reason. And now it's just like, nah, everyone's everywhere. Don't worry about it. And it's just, I don't mind. I think that's better. I think it's more fun, and that's what I always wanted. Like my point was like, you can do whatever you want. Like I don't understand why it has to be so strict about like, oh no, no, only planeswalkers, no one else. Joga Jau. Hello. Oh, I'm getting thought seized again. The president of WotC resigned, though, so it could change later. You follow me. Oh, it's you! You were Stalong. Also, how are you supposed to pronounce that name? Stallone GE? Oh, I should play the Moonsnare. Oh well. It's fine. I won't be able to Metallic Rebuke this turn. That was a mistake. Okay, got it. I figured it was like Stallone. Stallone. I'm gonna go with Stallone. So they took my Staunch Crewmate. Uh-huh. Well, okay. I don't know what's going on over here, but I'm okay with it. The invasions create paths. I mean, it would make sense, but I don't have an answer for you. So next turn I can play... Well, I just want to have this Torch of the Tower up because I have no idea what they're doing. And I might need this Moonsnare to do something. The Fomori made the paths. Okay. I don't really know who the Fomori are. I mean, I know the artifacts in the vault in OTJ are Fomori artifacts, or I think they are. And then I think they had something to do with some of the story in Elspeth's Nightmare. Okay. So this is largely irrelevant. The only thing that matters is it's going to take my Metallic Rebuke. So, let's just go ahead and go Moonsnare, Cryptic Coat. Because they're going to take my Metallic Rebuke anyway. Okay, so the Fomori are just the new Thran. Like on Dominaria, there was the Thran who came before, had like crazy giant technology, and then disappeared many thousands of years before like the main storylines. Like they're the... And I guess we see the Brothers War now too. But I don't think there's been a set that's actually like featured the Thran yet. Oh. I actually got a creature on my Cryptic Coat. That never happens. Doom Foretold. Non-land, non-token permanent. Okay. If they can't, they discard a card. So I have to sacrifice a non-land, non-token permanent. Okay. So I'm going to sacrifice one of these Moonsnare prototypes. I'm going to bounce this Cryptic Coat to my hand first. Sacrifice that. So I'm playing against, like, stacks? Well, it's like Enchantress stacks, I suppose. This thing is really annoying. Oh, each player. Right. Got it. So they have to sacrifice one of these two things. Got it. This isn't triggered on its third chapter yet, but they don't need it to. If that player can't, they discard a card and lose 2 life and draw a card. Sorry. They discard a card, they lose 2 life, you draw a card, you gain 2 life, you create a 2/2 knight. So, but that can never happen to them. They'll always be able to sacrifice the Doom Foretold. Got it. This is a very complicated card. I remember when this came out and people were trying to build with it, but it's definitely a complicated card to parse. Treacherous Blessing. Yep. So they'll sacrifice that next turn. Oh boy. Somehow I don't think I'm winning this game. Yeah. All right, let's just go next. Feels right. This is a matchup where it feels really bad that like I have like Renowned Weaponsmiths and Enthusiastic Mechanauts and Staunch Crewmates, and these are all just so vulnerable. Oof. I mean, if I don't get Thought Seized, hey, Probe. How is life? Yeah, it's great to be back. Why no Fomori Vault? David Robertson built the majority of this deck, and honestly, I think it wasn't spoiled when he built this deck list, and then I didn't catch it either. So it's very likely this deck should be playing a Fomori Vault. But I didn't catch it, didn't think of it, and now we're here. So it's likely a good ad, although the color requirements are like Darksteel Citadel's pretty good here, and it's you could pick it up with Staunch Crewmate. Fomori Vault's not an artifact land. It's okay. It's very expensive, right? So is it a great artifact payoff card? I'm not sure. It certainly is a artifact payoff card, and or artifact payoff land. Damn it. Yeah, it's definitely better in some of the other versions of these kind of decks. Probably a good idea to have this Metallic Rebuke up this turn. Although I guess once I resolve the Synthesizer, I have it every other turn. And I assume so far most of the 3s they've played didn't look scary. It's the 4s that were worse. Cryptic Coat is great with Simulacrum Synthesizer, especially next turn. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so as long as I don't get Duress this turn, we're in a great spot. I would not like to be Duressed. Or if they play that Elspeth thing that sets up a dress for the next upkeep. Okay, that's fine. That's completely fine. Wait, is it? Oh yeah. Whew. I thought they could exile artifacts. Okay. Oh, if I cast the Cryptic Coat by tapping these two things, I can't Metallic Rebuke. So I should have just played the Cryptic Coat and not played the Moonsnare. I suppose if I rebuke this turn, though, I go Skitterbeam next turn and just crush them. So let's do that. Oh gosh, but they can... Okay, but that's... Well, maybe we'll draw an untap land. Come on. Why you gotta be like that, opponent? You would like to to remove that Metallic Rebuke from my graveyard. You would not like to use your Kaya to... You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Ugh. Okay. I mean... Come on. Just take the cards out of my graveyard. You don't care about my... Yeah, good. Okay, let's draw another Skitterbeam off the top. Just bang. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Cryptic Coat definitely seems like A plus card to hit here. They had to take the Skitterbeam Battalion because it would just basically kill them unless they had a Wrath. But yeah, Cryptic Coat's gonna bury them. What are we doing? Flicker of Fate. Okay. 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 I mean, I'm just gonna do it again next turn, opponent's site. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, there could be a good reason for what they did. Archon of Sun's Grace. Yeah, I remember that thing. Okay. So now we're on like token v token showdown. I guess I should have played them. Well, no, I couldn't play the Moonsnare with the sequence this turn. All my colored pips were used. I guess I didn't need to play the Enthusiastic Mechanaut, and Moonsnare Prototype might be better. Brutal. Yeesh. This is bad news. Yeah. You think they play Beseech the Queen? Is it no Beseech the? I don't remember the name of the card. I know the one you're talking about. One black, black, black. Man, it's like their black-white creature kill deck is killing my creatures. Beseech the Mirror. There we go. I just got to draw a Skitterbeam. I mean, that's really all it is. Come on. Come on. Well, that's a great draw because it kills the Archon, and this kills the Kaya. If they play Treacherous, they need to play Besiege. I remember there's a lot of other options for that card, but it makes sense that they would, yes. No, we lost that match, J-Dub. We beat Vampires. We lost to Amalia. They just had 2 games where they drew the 1 mana protection spell, and I couldn't beat it either time. So. Okay. So Kaya's gone. Yeah, you can discard my Moonsnare Prototype. Oh, I could have played that this turn. I should have, because I should have known that that was coming. That's fine. They only have 3 cards in hand. Only. Restless Fortress. 1/4, black, white. Nightmare. When it attacks, I lose 2 and they gain 2. Interesting. Yeah, Moonsnare was free this turn. I mentioned it. I just goofed. And I should have noticed the Elspeth's Nightmare doing its thing. I didn't. Guy's Wrath. Okay, kind of saw that coming. But that's fine. My Cryptic Coat's still here, so. Okay. So, I can activate Coat, cast Coat. And there's no, yeah, I can't do it again. But that's fine. Because we play the Buster. Hold on. We're bustin'? Where's the bustin'? I'm warning people this might be loud. No, my graveyard! I didn't need it for anything. Shambling Vent. Okay, 1 card in hand. Come on, come on. Nothing good. You have nothing good. Oh, thank God. Bustin'. That's funny. I could have made more constructs, but not so many that it would actually net me damage, right? Yeah, the cloak makes the thing unblockable, opponent. Okay, good. So they're just interested in chumping. Got it. Strangers to you and me. Bada boda bada bada ba. Oh yeah, of course we got to release the Kraken on the soundboard. I'm sure all your favorite hits are there. I haven't changed anything. He's the Kraken. Restless Fortress. They could be holding on to another Wrath, right? Okay. Okay. Going to game 3. How good did you find Hasbin Hotel? I don't know what that is. Is it a anime, I assume? I hate mulliganing against black decks. It's a cartoon musical. I did not see it. So I have no comment. I did watch all the seasons of a TV show called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which was really good. I enjoyed the hell out of that. Very funny, good music. So if I play Staunch Crewmate, I can't do anything else. And due to colors, I couldn't play the Moonsnare there, so I am going to hold on to this Metallic Rebuke. I haven't seen X-Men 97. I did see like a trailer for it that was... I'm super excited about that. So I haven't watched any of it. I would be interested in watching it, as I grew up in the 90s and watched X-Men in the 90s on television. I need to draw blue mana. So that's a blue mana. Okay. If I get Wrathed here, it's kind of frustrating, although I picked up a Cryptic Coat, so... they know the Cryptic Coat is in my hand, so that's not my favorite. Okay, they can Wrath. Trial, that's fine. Please not a second one. God bless it. Okay, it's fine. I got the Cryptic Coat. I have another Moonsnare. Okay. And hopefully we don't get like single card discarded this turn. Ah. Is this deck playing the new boots? No. It doesn't get trample, so it really doesn't add to what we're doing all that much. As much as it would seem like, if that makes sense. Okay, so we sacked the token here. Or not the token, the face down card. Hold on. If I tap this wise, then I can bounce the Cryptic Coat to my hand. Which means I can only attack with 2 of these. That's worth it. Black mana. White mana. White mana. Damn it. Oh boy. Okay. To my hand. Oh, I could sack the actual Skitterbeam. That's good to know. Oh my. I mean, smash? Shadow Spear would be okay, but then it doesn't give haste. So someone else was talking about Bitter Reunion. Bitter Reunion is kind of the best choice for the thing that I think we want to be doing, but then it's not an artifact. So you could play a Shadow Spear in this deck, and I don't think it would be bad, but then it's just a one of, and so the chances of like having it in the spot where you kind of need it is not the highest. Play a Kaya. No. Shit. Brutal. Okay, let's draw untap blue. Ugh. So now I just have to end up sacrificing this. Whir of Invention. That is definitely a choice. I think you could play Whir of Invention if you played mono blue. And I think there's probably, well, no, not mono blue, because you want to play the Skitterbeam Battalions. Yeah, I mean, jeez. I'm glad you love Doom Foretold, because I do not. This is super obnoxious. I mean, it doesn't help to run into the enchantment deck when you're playing red-blue. And they had a lot of very well-timed, like, Thought Seizes and things. So I have to basically find a Simulacrum Synthesizer into a Skitterbeam Battalion within, like, the next turn. Ugh. Jesus. I mean, they're finally on 0 cards in hand. That's kind of great. Yeah, I think we're toast. Yeah. I don't even know what that could have been, but yeah, I mean, it was a close one. I just I really didn't have a counter spell at any point where I needed it, and I just got ground out by their deck, which is, I mean, that's what they do, right? And I can only have so much counter magic. It might have been worth it to have Mystical Dispute. I'm not sure. Sheesh. Okay, if we're against mono black discard, this is gonna be. Maybe I should have kept the Skitterbeam in case they didn't have discard. But if they're on mono black discard, like, I don't know. This is the only card that I desperately wanted to keep in this hand. And they definitely have a removal spell here, right? Because they didn't play a Thoughtseize. Like, it's got to be. Oh. I think I'd take the Synthesizer first. Yeah, they got the push. Maybe they'll play Waste Not on 2. That'd be great. Excuse me. Oh, wow. Okay. So if I play Renowned Weaponsmith, I can't play the Synthesizer. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Cryptic Coat on top. And next turn I can go Coat, and I have 2 more mana. Now the 2 more mana could be casting Renowned Weaponsmith, but okay, they didn't make me shuffle, thank God. I probably should play Renowned Weaponsmith here, right? Because I can't imagine that bouncing the Coat is more valuable at the moment. I mean, I guess it lets me keep generating constructs. Yeah, actually, that is way better. Yeah. Each opponent sacrifices non-token creature. Okay. So here's my token creature. If my Renounced Weaponsmith doesn't die, though, then I can start, like, Cryptic Coating, like, twice a turn. That's probably better. Just go with the sure thing. I mean, I guess... Hold on. Well, because it would have insulated me from Liliana here. Not that Liliana's a big problem, but... You had 2 either way. No, I understand. And, like, theoretically, one of the things I should be concerned about is them, like, what's it called? Go blanking me. What is this? Okay. They've blown so much removal at this point. I'm just going to try to do this. Let's see what happens. Because next turn I'm attacking for like, at like what, 8? And then I got a bunch of stuff to do afterwards. Is this, how much do I care? Okay. I don't think that bothers me too much. This is a 4/4? Oh, okay. Smash. If they block and I bounce Coat, I lose the construct, so I wouldn't bounce the Coat this turn. I would bounce it on their turn. Okay. That said, I guess I could have Moonsnare, tap the Coat with the Moonsnare. So now I have like super lethal attacks. I don't. It's probably worth emptying my hand. I mean, emptying, quote unquote. If they hit me with a discard spell and then Alclazots, because if they attack, I'll discard a card. I don't care. I don't want them drawing. I would prefer that they don't draw. This adds 1 damage as is. Or 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so I just have lethal attacks, so let's just do that. And then we can do other stuff post-combat. Do you have removal? Yes, they do. Okay. So I could do that again, but then I can't bounce the Cryptic Coat. They're going to go to 10. So okay, that's fine. Yeah, figured that. If they have a Wrath, we just reset pretty quickly. Duress. Good. Perfect. That's why I held the Sokenzan. So they're going to attack with Alcalazotz. It's going to make me discard the Sokenzan, which is then going to become a bat. But yeah, it just didn't matter. Okay. Tears of Valakut, yes. Scorching Shot, also yes. These cards, no. Bankbuster, yes. Mechanaut, no. I mean, I guess Narset's okay, right? Narset's probably better than Mystical Dispute. All right, let's go. We're doing stuff, team. We're doing stuff. Cut on Smith. The Smith is just like there's just nothing good to cut on Smith for. Like, I agree it's not a great card here, but like it's just I don't think it's worth cutting at this point. I think it is very, very powerful. Torch kills Lily. Okay. That's a fact that I wasn't thinking about, but I may live to regret. But it's just such a bad card in general in the matchup, so I don't think that's a good. Oh, Merrywinter, that'd be great, but it is not required. But if you'd like to do that, please go ahead. And if you want to subscribe to anyone else, fantastic. I think Freak You Nasty probably still streams from time to time. The wonderful Mord to Light, and of course, all your modern favorites: Aspiring Spike, Young Dingo, Yellow Hat, Canny Star. I don't have a clear answer for that, Shauna. At least about 4 weeks. Yeah, I do have a bunch of recordings of me playing with the most recent band. If anyone wants to hear that at some point. We had a great, great band. Insane bass player, strong singers. It was great. No duress, no thoughtseize, please. No 1 minute. Oh my god. I don't know how this is happening, but I am okay with it. But I can't play the synthesizer without going off of Rebuke mana. Yeah, Moonsnare is free. Probably just go Moonsnare, Simulacrum Synthesizer, and just hope for the best. But then if I get shielded, like... Yeah. Yeah, this gives me the out of just like top decking Skitterbeam and just winning the game. Oh no, we got that. Perfect. Smash. Staunch Crewmate. Leave ya. Not a chance. You still owe me money. Don't do it. That's fine. Oh. Okay. Oh, I could Bugbear. Playing Mightstone and Weakstone is way better, though. Perfect. Yeah, Bugbear definitely would have died. That's the other thing, too. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Perfect. Thank you, deck. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Ha! Well, if nothing untoward happens to the Skitterbeam Battalion in my hand, uh, they are going to be in for a world of hurt. You guys want to get nuts? Does anyone want to get nuts? Who wants to get nuts? Anyone? I just watched the Flash movie last night for the first time, and it was great. Skitterbeam Battalion cost 9, by the way, so Lilia or Fatal Push not so effective against it. And I don't really care if they have a Bitter Triumph, whatever that card is called. Hey, Kaya! I have not heard from you in the longest. Hope life is treating you well, friend. Yeah. we got beef. Yeah, Skitterbeam Battalion interacts with this card in a very nice way. Oh, damn, they got a pilot. Yeah, because the Skitterbeam and each token enters the battlefield, and each one of them is a artifact with mana value 3 or greater entering the battlefield. So It's because for some reason Simulacrum Synthesizer, unlike so many of its similar effects, this says enters the battlefield instead of cast. Which Silvergak, I mean, there is a we are gonna play that card. We are gonna play the Colossus. So with Simulacrum Synthesizer. So this is another deck that is going to be a lot of fun to play. I mean, this hand is great. Yeah, so I didn't have Oswald in that deck. I have a list of cards that I would like to play with Simulacrum Synthesizer and other shells, and Oswald is one of them. Okay, so we're against Amalia. Uh-oh. Oswald and Emery would be great with Smithy, Simulacrum, and Coat. Okay, I can see that. The other idea, so part of those, some of those cards I was looking up because I want to use them in duplicating Nexus. So Ugin's Nexus plus Esoteric Duplicator plus a sacrifice effect gives you infinite turns. Halo Fountain. Halo Fountain sounds obscene with Renowned Weaponsmith. Okay, so if they have the combo next turn, we're just dead. Yeah, this is too late. So Pod Oswald to turn to... Yeah, I get that. Yeah, they just had it. Yay! Turn 3 combos in Pioneer. I love it. These things. Fang? What is Fang? Okay, blue-white duplicating Nexus. So this was Oswald. Okay, so let's go... Oh, Grease Fang. I mean, I don't... Grease Fang's always been kind of medium, right? Like, there hasn't been a long time where... There wasn't a long time where Grease Fang was a great deck ever, was there? I mean, I appreciate that people liked it and some people were pretty good at playing it, but I feel like it was always a not particularly good version of other decks. Yeah, it's been a player. Hey, Larynx Punchworthy. Well, yeah, I mean, creature combo in the same colors, right? Yeah. Doesn't require the graveyard, gets to play a lot better, low to the curve, like low to the ground cards. Cenote Scout. All right. Wild Growth Walker. Perfect. Oh boy. Okay, no black mana is kind of great. Looking for 1 mana removal. 5 mana removal will do, I guess. It's temporary. Just so everyone's aware, we're going to do our thing next turn and then we're going to die. But oh, no, wait. We're just going to die now. Are we just going to die? We're just going to die now, right? You're just going to post combat Amalia? Yeah. The card I put on top doesn't save me. So I literally killed myself by putting Moonsnare on top. And we're dead on turn 3 both games. This deck is fine. As we saw there, not particularly good against Amalia combo, although I guess I could have mulliganed more aggressively, but then you're mulliganing into getting turn 1 discarded, so technically turn 4. Yeah, well, I'm glad we could be technical about it. So this interaction between Skitterbeam Battalion and Simulacrum Synthesizer is very good. The mana in this deck was really awkward all the way. And I wonder if there's not a better way to build this. Enthusiastic Mechanaut. This card is terrible, is my impression of this card. It's not as good at making mana as Renowned Weaponsmith. It's not like card equality like Staunch Crewmate that also helps you dig for like cards that you actually want. And it just, like, I understand how it could be really good on turns with Cryptic Coat, but it just didn't come up. So I would be looking for substitutes for that card. I found some potentially powerful ones. Welther Surge also might be worth playing in this deck. Certainly worth playing in the other one. Any thoughts of trying Crime Novelist? I have some decks that have Crime Novelist. I don't have particularly high hopes for them. I do wonder if we could play... Okay, so what if we... What if we meant for our good friend Enigma Jewel? Now, Enigma Jewel also makes the land more powerful. Fumori Vault. I mean, we'll play one. It's not really... I don't even... I mean, we can play one. It's not... not a big deal. Do it or not. And then, but then there's also the other vault, Collector's Vault. Draw a card, discard a card, create a treasure token. Which is sick with Enigma Jewel. And then Enigma Jewel lets us activate Cryptic Coat, although not too much. Power Stone Shard and Mycosynth Garden. Mycosynth Garden sounds cool. So we have Enigma Jewel and Renowned Weaponsmith that can both activate Collector's Vault. Is Enigma Jewel worth having here? Doesn't cast this. Maybe it is better as Moonsnare Prototype, but this card is still something I really want to play with here. Anyway, if you end up watching this video in the future on my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my other videos. Yes, there's more coming, and I will see you next time with more modern or pioneer Magic the Gathering content. OTJ cards, let's go! Vault is great with Tezzeret. I do like the idea of Tezzeret, but again, we don't actually have that many activatable abilities, and Simulacrum Synthesizer is the heart and soul of this deck. Crime Novelist, Animation Module, Ravenous Intruder. It's Ravenous Intruder. Oh, it's Atog. That's cool. Do you have a link to that list, Shauna? Oh, you do. Good. Wait, what? Oh, you're just talking. Okay, so Crime Novelist. I don't. We also don't have Sword. Yeah, like, I mean, this is cool. But I. Yeah, I see the sword's not necessary to that combo. I mean, this is cool. Cool. Sure. Share away, Luxackberry. I gotta go and cook dinner soon, so this is gonna be the end of the stream today. I know it's been a couple of short ones so far. I just got a lot of stuff going on mentally and otherwise, so